All right, Shalom, all praise be to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone that rule with honor and diligence. Honor to you brothers out there pushing his truth and love and sincerity to wake up the elect. Peace and blessings be to the elect and their families. You know, everyone that hopes to be delivered in these evil times that we're living in. Yeah, there's been recent rumblings about a domestic terror bill. The revising of a domestic terror bill in the U.S., in which, we know what that's about. We know what it's about. We know who it's for. So, you know, we can't sit here and act like, we didn't say these things would happen, you know. But, my thing is, it's funny how a domestic terror bill can be drafted up according to people speaking what they feel, but then you got people that's giving out a toxic substance that has the potential to be lethal in the form of helping them in this country, and there's no biological terror bill being written for that. You know, these people that are being targeted for domestic terrorism are merely just speaking words. They haven't. The majority of them haven't attacked anybody, haven't hurt anybody physically. You know, it's become easy for to hurt somebody's feelings in this country. You know, you don't have to say much. Because people are weak. You know, but to me, it's funny that you can target people for speaking out about what they feel is not right, but you won't target people that are producing a toxin that has adverse reactions and it's killing people. That's okay. There is no bill being drawn up to get rid of people like that. Why? Because the head people, that's the people that's running the world, are in league with that. But here's the definition to the word toxic. Slovakia. Let me turn that off. Yeah, so here's the definition to the word toxic. It means poisonous. It says very harmful or unpleasant in a pervasive or insidious way. But that's something that's toxic. Toxic is poisonous. Anything that's poisonous is something that is given to you that has harmful effects on your body. It's toxic. It's poisonous. That's any substance. Okay? Now it says, this is from Blacklisted News. It says the new domestic war on terror is coming. It says no speculation is needed. Those who wield power are demanding it. The only question is how much opposition they will encounter. The last 2 weeks have ushered in a wave of new domestic police powers and rhetoric in the name of fighting terrorism that are carbon copies of many of the worst excess of the first war on terror that began nearly 20 years ago. This trend shows no sign of receding as we move farther from the January 6th Capitol riot. The opposite is true. It is intensifying. You can't stop. You can't write a bill and say, "Okay, people, you gotta just do what we say." People in this country, a lot of people are not in league with government in this country anymore. and it don't matter what we say, because people get offended at words these days. Man, YouTube is so triggered and offended by what people that whom are deemed insignificant are saying. They're just triggered. Oh, we can do whatever we want, okay? And we're striking your page. Yeah, I just got another strike on GMS Vent More. These people are so triggered by. I thought we were insignificant. If what we have to say is not of any importance, why are you so triggered to remove us? Well, what you saying? You can bring out a news article, and well, we don't agree with it, like you people do any fucking research, man. Well, it's not according to our agenda. That's what it is. It's not according to our agenda and what we're trying to achieve. So we have to remove it from our site. And we know YouTube is tied into Google. And we know who owns Google, and we know what they advocate. Okay, there's no secret. But these people get so triggered. You say key words, and we have to remote. We have to take this down because it's not what we want you to say. Anyway, so we have witnessed an orgy of censorship from Silicon Valley monopolies that call for far more aggressive speech policing. A visible militarized Washington, D.C. feature a non-ironical name, Green Zone, vows from the incoming president and has key allies for a new anti-domestic terrorism bill and frequent accusations of sedition. Hey, ain't that in the scriptures? That should be sedition among men. It says sedition, treason, and terrorism. Treason. That's another word that they can target us as, because we're speaking against government. And terrorism against members of Congress and citizens. This is all driven by a radical expansion of meaning, of incitement of violence. So the government has the power to pay people to start riots so that they can change policies. The people have came out and said that they were paid to riot at the Capitol. Why? So policies can be changed, so everyone can be targeted, so that the people of peace can be targeted, so that the people that have nothing to do with no damn riot in D.C., good and damn well, we wouldn't have nothing to do with that, but you want to target us. So you punish everybody for the acts of few. This is how childish this fucking Edomite is, man. This is how childish he is. He punishes everybody for the acts of few. Now everybody has to suffer in their daily life because you can't keep these few demons in check, man. Oh no, we have to institute a new order to control the whole of the populace because of these few people. It's fucking childish. Now law-abiding citizens are being targeted that have nothing to do with rioting no damn DC, that wouldn't even think to the measure of doing no shit like that. They're gonna be targeted. Now everybody's got to be uncomfortable. You got all this goddamn surveillance going on, all these goddamn cameras up. You mean to tell me you can't round these few people up and put them under the restrictions? No, you got to put the whole fucking country under restrictions. That shows agenda. It's agenda driven, man. It says Washington, D.C. featured a non-ironic name, Green Zone, vows from the incoming president and has key allies for a new anti-domestic terrorism bill and frequent accusations of sedition, treason, and terrorism against members of Congress and citizens. This is all driven by a radical expansion of meaning of incitement to violence. Oh, there's a radical expansion of the meaning of incitement to violence. Ain't that a bitch? So now the person listens to what somebody else says, and they go and do a violent act. Whether that person tells them to do it or not, they can still be charged. That person may not even be thinking that, hey, you should go and do this and start some violence. Now, we mentioned that people are going to riot because it's in the scriptures. The scriptures said there'd be sedition among men, uproars of the people. And that's another thing they want to attack, the scriptures, man. Those are prophecies, okay? We've been saying these things for years. But now they see us getting more and more significant, and they see that people are listening to us, and they see that people are more anti them and more active us, man. So now they seek to oppress, and that's all that they can do. Eventually that's going to be their only answer, because these people are not peaceful people. These are not peaceful people we're dealing with, man. These are terrorists in high places, man. They give you the means to commit crimes and then charge you for the crimes. But what about the source of the crime? Oh, I'll sell a gun to anybody over such and such age. And if you have parental consent, you can buy one too. And you can buy certain guns at a young age and own them. But if you shoot somebody, then everybody has to get attacked. Now we got to have, now if these few people shoot people, now everybody's got to be punished. If these few people go and riot and tear up the Capitol, now everybody's got to be punished. Now that's everybody's fault. If these few people speak against the government, we gotta check everybody. Now everybody's got to be punished. Hey, they'll shit on their own laws just to oppress you. They'll shit on freedom of speech. As long as we can be you can have freedom of speech, but not on our platform. You know, and they slowly snake their way into changing these laws, man. It says sedition, treason, and terrorism against members of Congress and citizens. This is all driven by a radical expansion of the meaning of incitement of violence. It is accompanied by viral or social media pleas that one work with the FBI to turn in one's fellow citizens and demand for a new system of domestic surveillance. You know, social media. Hey, YouTube is a form of social media. See something, say something. It says, underlying all of this are immediate insinuations that anyone questioning any of this must be by virtue of these doubts, harbor sympathy for the terrorists and their neo-Nazi white supremacist ideologies. And see, that's all a throw off. Oh, they're talking about them. No, they're talking about anybody that doesn't trust this government. It said liberals have spent so many years now in tight alliance with neocons and the CIA that are making 2002 version John Ashcroft blah blah blah. And this is from the Homeland Security website. It says the U.S. Department of Homeland Security website touting trademark phrase license to it in 2010 by the city of New York, urging citizens to report suspicious activity to the FBI and other security state agencies. And they know we won't do it. They know people of color. We don't snitch. We don't do that shit. You know. So they know that this is going to target us by reason of our own uh, 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 cognizance. You know, it says the more honest proponents of new domestic war on terror are explicitly admitting that they went to the model to model it on the first one. The New York Times reporter noted on Monday that the former intelligence officials on PBS NewsHour said that the U.S. should think about a 9/11 commission for domestic extremism and consider applying some of the lessons from the fight against Al Qaeda here at home. Wasn't they? Those people, members of Al Qaeda, wasn't they throwing them in concentration camps and waterboarding them and torturing them, stacking them up naked? So they're saying they should do that to us? It says, more amazingly, General Stanley McChrystal, for years head of the Joint Special Operations Command in Iraq and commander of war in Afghanistan, is explicitly compared the war to this one speaking to Yahoo News. You know, so they're saying, oh yeah, these people speaking out against the government, we got to do something about this now. We gotta do them like Al Qaeda. And what they did to Al Qaeda was horrible, man. Stacking men up on top of each other. That's sick, man. People are fucking sick here in this country, man. Walking them around naked and piling up on top of each other and taking pictures. Grabbing them up without due process and locking them away, just locking them away. We should do that here. If you saying that you should do that to the members of a government that you are running, then that's got to be something hella wrong with you, with how you're running this government. Because that's only going to, how is that going to make peace? This man, he has an inability to make peace. Why? Because he's the devil. We call him these words. We don't call him these words because we made them up. No, he proves it every day that he's the damn devil. You can call him the devil 175,000 times on the internet, and he'll prove it every time. And he doesn't get mad at that he proved that he was. He get mad at for you telling him he is. You know, this is on Blacklisted News. I ain't gonna keep going into this, but hey, this man, we not gonna always be out here, man. Hey, the scriptures speak about. Let me get it, man, because that's all tied into famine of the word, man. It's like excuse me. Usually I would remember this scripture, but you know, I just got a busy day today. I got thoughts are kind of jumbled up. This is Amos 8:11. It says, Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, power, It says that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread nor thirst for water, even though those things are coming too. It says, but of hearing of the words of the Lord. And they're working on they don't want us out here speaking because they see that what people are listening to what we're saying. That people don't even people don't even have to listen to us to see that this toxic and this concoction that's being given out is hurting people. It's all over the media. It's all over the media, and then you get mad at us for saying it, but it's proof. Oh, you're giving out false information. No, it's proven. It's right here in the news. It's all over the fucking media that people are getting hurt by this shit that they giving people, that they giving these people in America. It's all over the news. Then when you say something about it, oh, well, we got to knock your page down because you said something, nigga. That's what it is. Nigga can't say shit. It's white supremacy, man. Oh, we know, nigger. It's white supremacy, man. You say something about it, oh, we gotta shut him up. He's not gonna pay for his own news station. And even if he did, there's a million paperwork he'd get disenchanted going through the shit that we set up. So you use these platforms to put out information, the same information that you're getting from other platforms, and then they knock that down like it's not all over the news. I mean, come the fuck on, man. It's all over the fucking news, man. That shows you that the people at YouTube are goddamn demons, man. They don't do any research. They're not intelligent people. They don't do any research. They're just fucking puppets. Yeah, but that's it. Shalom.